Should I feel guilty for skipping my friend's pricey wedding? Hey Reddit, I need some opinions because I'm feeling a little lost. My friend Karen, 30 female, is getting married. And while I'm super happy for her, she's planning a huge destination wedding in the USA. We live in Europe. She keeps calling it her real wedding, even though there's supposed to be a smaller one in France where we can all go, but we are not invited. Yet. Here's the thing. Karen is really pushing for my boyfriend and me to go to the USA for this wedding. I've tried to explain to her that I just don't have that kind of money lying around. Her solution? Start paying for flights now in small installments and figure the rest out later. Honestly though, I just don't have the budget, and this would eat up my holidays for 2025, which is not really how I want to spend it. Don't get me wrong, I love her and would be so happy to see her on her big day, but is it me? Or are brides becoming total bridezillas with these crazy demands? Do we really have to change all our plans because it's their year? Why do so many weddings now feel like a massive financial burden on the guests? Karen doesn't seem to understand why I'm hesitating, and she keeps pushing us to get the tickets, and I'm starting to get frustrated. I even asked her about the second, more local celebration, but she brushed it off and kept insisting on the USA wedding. Am I being unreasonable for wanting to skip this whole destination wedding thing? Update 1 to 2 years later. Hi everyone. About a year ago, I posted here about skipping my best friend's US destination wedding because it would have cost me and my boyfriend around 4 or 5K, which just wasn't financially realistic for us. I wanted to update because I genuinely don't know if I lost one of my closest friendships over this. For background, we all live in Paris. She's American, big family, wedding in a beautiful wine region near where her parents live. Very aesthetic, very Instagram, very curated. The groom is French. My boyfriend actually introduced them years ago. We weren't casual friends. We were see each other every other day friends. Wine nights, random weekday dinners, group chats constantly, trips, real-life closeness. When the US wedding was announced, I did the math. Between flights, hotels, activities, boat day, wine tours, etc., it would have been close to 4 or 5K for us if we stayed a week. That's a huge amount of money for us. And the entire Paris friend group felt the same. No one here has family in the US to combine it with. Before the US wedding, she came to us with a big bouquet and a bottle of wine and asked us to be bridesmaid and groomsmen. It was filmed. Very emotional. Very moment. The thing is, I had already told her it was almost impossible for us to go. It felt like being emotionally cornered on camera. We didn't say no in that moment because... how do you? It was awkward. But a few days later, I met her alone and told her clearly we couldn't commit because of money. We wouldn't be able to travel or do anything else that year if we went. She brushed it off. Yeah, I know. But something shifted. Important detail. Before the US wedding, we organized and fully paid for a Portugal stag hen weekend for both of them. It was amazing. We put effort, money, time into celebrating them. So it's not like we didn't show up in other ways. Then, 2 months later, came the small French wedding. Yes, we got the invite. It was beautiful, intimate, so fun. But she was different, distant, polite, surface level. Not the person I used to sit with for hours talking about everything. Now it's been about 6 to 7 months since that wedding. I've maybe seen her 5 times. Every time the group tries to meet, she makes excuses or insists we come all the way to their place, 45 minutes outside Paris, instead of just meeting centrally where all of us live. It feels like a subtle barrier. Meanwhile, she messages my boyfriend weekly for work advice. Let's meet soon, texts, professional warmth. But with me, it's cold. How's work? How's life? End of conversation. I've tried reaching out. A few, let's get a coffee and chat messages. Always, yes, soon. But it never happens. After a while, I stopped chasing, and I can't help but feel like I didn't fit into the wedding storyline she imagined. The American bridesmaids flew in, the Instagram content happened, the dream aesthetic was fulfilled. The Paris girls didn't. Did we get quietly downgraded? I don't know if she consciously resents us for not going, or if weddings just reorganize people's emotional priorities. but it feels like I lost someone who used to be one of my closest friends, and that makes me really sad. Am I overthinking this? Did I underestimate how much not going would hurt her? Or is this just what happens when expectations don't match reality? What do you guys think? Let's discuss in the comments. Follow and like for more stories.